Welcome, Adventure. I'm GM Goblin, your GM Goblin. And today I'm going to try once again, because it's my second time, to tell a story about why I think Pathfinder, specifically in my case, Pathfinder 1, tells a better hero story than the other guy. And if you've seen any of my videos, and maybe you're looking to see if there's any kind of special mechanics or anything like that, then you're going to notice that in my other videos, I've mentioned this. It doesn't matter the setting. It doesn't matter the game mechanics or the edition, whether it's D&D or 5th edition or 5e, whatever. Your character can still be amazing. He can still be an amazing character, and you can still progress the same character in any storyline. But I'm going to show you why I think, especially for Marshall, why I prefer Pathfinder. So if you've ever played 5e, and more than anyone has, it's got the biggest boom that we've ever had into the hobby since forever. But first level fighter, this is just the wiki. Then you're going to notice, you've got your abilities each level. You've got your proficiency bonus, which increases up to +6. And, everything looks fine. The problem is, when you look at a system like Pathfinder, oops, let's see if I can put this out in front of you guys. So as you can see over here, we have got what's called the base attack bonus. And it's one of my big things whenever you look at 5e and Pathfinder, why I think your progression to some demi-human by the time you reach level 20 is so much more apparent for Pathfinder than it is in 5th edition. And now, unless you're going to be like a circle druid and be able to morph and never be able to die unless you get one-rounded. Casters still get a lot of cool effects, and you can still cast Wish and everything by level 20. But I think Marshals get completely screwed. And here's why. That is a 5e character. You see the proficiency bonus, which is just like the base attack bonus or what it replaced. Now it gets added to other things, but regardless. And so this is your attack. So this is your armor class of, as far as I can remember, the highest damage monster, or the highest AC monster in 5e. Tiamat. Oldie but a goodie. She has 25 armor class, 615 HP, all her stats, everything like that. Let's see. She's going to have a +19. This is going to be important later on too, but she'll have a +19 to hit. Okay, that's fine. Hits kind of hard, not too bad for 5e, I guess. But here's my problem. So this is a first level character. Okay, first level fighter, not a big deal. 19 AC, that's pretty good. Probably better than what you're going to have if you just start off whenever you do Pathfinder, at least in a lot of cases. Your attack bonus is +5. Your strength is 17. Hey, but all of these can improve, right? Okay. So 20 levels later, don't ask where I got this character sheet. Just found it online. And this is a Dragonborn fighter, level 20. The increased constitution, strength should be higher. You can get a little bit higher than this. His longsword is +10. Now, in all reality, you're probably going to be able to, a more optimized character, be up to like +15. But wait, what's this? It's armor class. I believe my wife had a paladin that we got up into the 13s, and I gave out more magical items than I should have. Everyone had legendary something or another by the time it was all done. I think it was 14 actually. And it's 21. Low 20s is what you can expect for an armor class for a PC in 5e. And I mean, you get second wind, which is awesome. You get the ability to action surge, which is really cool ability. I love that they gave them that. But you're starting off 19, and then you're getting low 20s by the time you hit level 20. Now, I know you got a lot more HP. That's good. But it shows that there's a lot of this slogging when it comes to 5th edition, where it's just an HP exchange. Now, even at 15 attack, which is what this probably should be, you're going to have a 50-50 chance to be able to even hit Tiamat. Okay, that's fine. But she's got 19. I bet even a more optimized character, you're probably going to be looking at, if you roll a 5 or better than a 5 on the GM's dice, you're looking at 75% hit chance you're going to hit your NPCs. Okay. But I don't see that there is as big of a progression from this to this. I mean, like I said, you can be an amazing character that everyone loves and, you know, showed progression. But just like little Sam, you were not going to appear to have progressed too much. Because when you start, you have like 20% chance, depending on your build, to hit this to begin with. And then with luck, when you hit level 20, you're going to have a 50% chance of hitting this because of the AC. I just don't think, especially spells aside, because spells are spells and everyone loves them. But spells aside, I don't see how martials really feel like you progress like you do in Pathfinder. I just don't feel that there's that character progression like you see. Let me show you this. So we have got 2 characters, and these are kineticists because I just pulled them up. But these characters, and the same actually would be for if I showed you a first and higher level build for a melee. But level 13, not even level 20, and level 1. HPs are different. A lot of HP. This class builds off of it though. But all the attributes continue to go up. 5e, generally you have a cap at 20. So you're never going to have more than a 5 bonus there. There's a few exceptions that can get you a little higher. Belts, specific magic items, stuff like that. But in general, that's what you're going with. And then you can get up. I've seen my guys hit level 20 and have a 40, 42 something to their dex or something like that. So it's up and up. You get better gear. You have that horde that you rated, and it is turned into a plethora of magical items that all give you enhancement. And you've got just as many, if not more, abilities as you go through. And then combat. His attack, I don't think he has any buffs on, it's at plus 23. And I mean, that's pretty common. When you hit a 20th level character, like my wife's monk, where is it? This is her level 20 character. This is her martial. These are her stats. Oh, look, 42, just like I said. Vast improvement. She had 55 AC when she finished this character up. And she had 234 AC or HP. And then her combat, she was plus 36 to her attack. And that is actually low because I believe she had a plus 5 weapon. So I believe she was at plus 41. I mean, her character was a beast, but I actually think the paladin, war priest, had a higher attack than she did. She still had all the feats, more so than what you're going to be getting in 5e. And the difference between her at first level and her at this are night and day. And I just feel that when you're playing a game and you want to see yourself level up, that you want to feel the difference between this and this. I mean, you can still tell a story of how you defeated a dragon and everything, but the difference is you're only looking at a little bit of attack difference. HP is the biggest thing with 5e, so it's basically just a slog for trading hit points, and your AC is a little higher. So when I started 5e, long time ago, we did, I think it was Rise of the Dragon Queen or something like that, and I have it behind me. I played a Tabaxi rogue. Well, at the very beginning of this campaign, you fight a blue dragon. Well, my GM let me attempt to sneak attack at level 1, and I used a ballista that I had previously fixed. Massive damage. Yeah, it was great. And in either edition, we could have lived through that and damaged it, and then she could have left and everything. But like, it was a lot of damage. And I'm not sure if I ever surpassed that or barely surpassed it by the time I got to higher levels. It's just the fact that when you look at what you're looking at for fighting at the end, whoops, no, get rid of that. Then I just feel that you just have this greater feel, this advancement. When you play Pathfinder or Pathfinder 2nd edition, you just feel like your character has progressed from this to this. You feel like you're no longer the tiny little warrior that came from a small town. Now you're known by legend and name across the land. That there's no way what you used to be could be compared to what you are now. And maybe what you will be tomorrow. But that's just me. And either way, hope you're around a table this weekend. Good luck. Enjoy.